Alice Mckennis Duran is a powerhouse alpine skier who carved her name into World Cup history with grit, resilience, and raw speed. Born and raised in Colorado, she turned small-town roots into big mountain glory, overcoming relentless setbacks to become one of the fastest women on snow. Born in Glenwood Springs, Alice grew up on a ranch west of town, near Newcastle. With Newcastle not being known as a town of ski racers, her unique upbringing did not stop her from achieving her dreams. It might have been the secret to her success. She learned to ski and race at nearby Sunlight ski area. From an early age, Alice's father, Greg, was a great influence and support of her and her sister Kendra's ski racing careers. Alice raced for various ski clubs in the state, in places like Sunlight, Vail, Aspen, Steamboat Springs, and Summit. Alice and her sister searched for the best coaching and competitive environment, all while the family rented cheap condos and their dad homeschooled the kids. Alice finished at Rowmark Ski Academy in Salt Lake City, Utah. Alice immediately gravitated towards speed events, pursued Super G and downhill as a 13-year-old. She fell in love with the thrill of freedom, of going as fast as you can.
She was motivated more than anyone I've ever worked with. Like, her internal motivation was amazing. I'd never worked with an athlete who was that young, who was as driven and wanted to go far in this sport.
In 2005, the 16-year-old finished second at Junior Nationals in the Super G. The following year, she posted 5 top 20 NORAM Cup finishes. Fulfilling her dreams, she first made the U.S. ski team in 2008. Alice's World Cup career went on to span 12 impressive years. At 19 years old, she debuted on the World Cup circuit at Lake Louise on December 5th, 2008. Alice overcame several serious injuries during her career. At the Vancouver Olympics in 2010, her injuries prevented her from participating in the Sochi Games. She suffered a left tibia plateau fracture in 2011 and shattered her right tibia plateau in 2013. Alice worked tirelessly to try to return to snow. Persevering on, Alice secured her first World Cup downhill win in 2013 in Saint Anton, Austria. On January 12, 2013, Alice was the 4th athlete out of the start gate. She patiently waited in the leader's chair as her win slowly solidified. Alice overcame a challenging course to claim what would be her only World Cup win. When most would have given up, Alice shocked the world.
She never once ever considered giving up. Think about it, 2010 was her first Olympics. So she got to the ski world 2009, launched, went to the Olympics, named to the Olympics that very next year in Vancouver. 2011, she had one of the most horrific ski injuries you'll see. A bad tibial plateau fracture that wiped her out for a whole year. So then she came back the next year, ski racing, and a lot of the racers will tell you if their first year back is not their best year. But the following year, she won in Saint Anton.
She just kept on fighting and charging, and at the end of the day, ended up winning the race, much to her surprise. It was something that she never thought that she was going to do. And after the race was over, I said to Alice, I said, you realize that you just won the Kitzbühel of women's ski racing.
Charging ahead, Alice placed 5th in the 2018 Olympic downhill. A month later, she claimed her second career podium at the World Cup Finals in Åre, Sweden on March 14, 2018. Going into her 30s, Alice planned to race through the 2022 Winter Olympics. Before 2020, she placed 3 straight top 30 finishes, including a 16th in Crans-Montana, Switzerland. Alice posted the top training run time at the Val d'Isère downhill. 2 days later, she crashed out of the race. Although she took a few months to process everything, in that moment, she was in a place in her life and career where she didn't want to continue living through these crashes and injuries. Her body had reached its limit. Alice officially retired from competitive skiing in the spring of 2021.
She never blamed anybody for things that went wrong. She looked at herself first, saying, how can I be better? What do I need to do? And never pointed fingers, and it's just a class act in every sense of the word.
Alice was such an amazing teammate and fun to be around and so easy to support because her athletic skill was, we'll say, that wasn't natural.
Alice said, having her career run parallel with and training alongside skiers like Lindsey Vonn, Julia Mancuso, Stacy Cook, Leanne Smith, and other Team USA trailblazers, empowered her and reminded her that U.S. skiers can be great. Never forgetting the people who made a difference, she wanted to give back to the sport. Alice has served as a coach and a mentor at Ski and Snowboard Club Vail. Although her main priority right now is raising her son, she's been helping out with the U.S. ski team's development programming and also hopped in the commentary booth this spring at the World Cup Finals in Sun Valley and the U.S. Alpine National Championships in Vail, remaining active in the sport.
She's doing such a good job with commentating and understanding the sport. I think that's the biggest part of commentating. And you know, everyone's going to listen to someone who has had an experience and been a high-level ski racer a little bit more than someone who hasn't.
She's super friendly. She can talk to anybody. She can go up to a crowd and make friends with anybody there, and yet she knows everything about ski racing, what gear is hot, what race is hot, what kind of snow is great. And so she can talk to all of that in a non-threatening, super friendly, fantastic way.
Alice Mckennis Duran turned determination into destiny, rising from a remote Colorado ranch to become an Olympic skier and World Cup champion, proving that resilience and hard work can conquer even the steepest slopes.
You shoot to be someone like Alice in life, and she just has that gift naturally, and I really just admire everything that she's accomplished, her approach to accomplishing it, and everything that she has created for herself, because nothing was given to her.
On behalf of the Colorado Snowsports Hall of Fame, we're honored to welcome Colorado Olympian and World Cup alpine skier Alice Mckennis Duran as an honored member of the class of 2025. Congratulations, Alice.